Peekaboo!
Rub-a-dub-dub in Crystal Bay, water sparkled bright as day, bubbles shimmered everywhere, floating gently through the air. Boats drifted in a bubbly spin with crystal waves that rolled within. 3 bright ducks paddled in line, glowing in the water's shine. Splashes rose in rainbow play as
With crystal waves that rolled within.
Baffin Bay. Rub-a-dub-dub in Crystal Bay, water sparkled bright as day, bubbles shimmered everywhere, floating gently through the air. Boats drifted in a bubbly spin with crystal waves that rolled within. 3 bright ducks paddled in line, glowing in the water's shine. Splashes rose in rainbow play as bath time washed the day away at Crystal Baffin Bay. There was an old woman by the lane whose cottage roof shone after rain. A rainbow curved from end to end, like color sent from sky to friend. She swept her porch in gentle cheer as birds sang bright from branches near. The roof would glow when sunlight beamed, reflecting hues that softly gleamed. Her cozy home in color bright stood growing warm from morn to night, a cottage crowned in pure delight. 28 Miss Polly had a dolly healing star wagon. There was an old woman by the lane whose cottage roof shone after rain. A rainbow curved from end to end, like color sent from sky to friend. She swept her porch in gentle cheer as birds sang bright from branches near. The roof would glow when sunlight beamed, reflecting hues that softly gleamed. Her cozy home in color bright stood growing warm from morn to night, a cottage crowned in pure delight. 28 Miss Polly had a dolly healing star wagon. A song of sixpence filled the air as fairies sparkled everywhere. Crown clues hid in mossy green, shining softly, barely seen. Fireflies lit a glowing trail, guiding through the fairy veil. Wings brushed petals with soft glow, leading where the crowns might go. They searched through meadows, followed around till golden crowns at last were found. A fairy hunt on enchanted ground. A song of sixpence filled the air as fairies sparkled everywhere. Crown clues hid in mossy green, shining softly, barely seen. Fireflies lit a glowing trail, guiding through the fairy veil. Wings brushed petals with soft glow, leading where the crowns might go. They searched through meadows, followed around till golden crowns at last were found. A fairy hunt on enchanted ground. Past stairways winding like a wall, the royal flags began to sway as breezes brushed the stone all day. She peeked through windows high and bright and watched the rooftop shining white. A pigeon cooed from up above while clouds drifted soft like a dove. She reached the top with steady grace and gazed across the palace space, the tower trip in perfect place. Past stairways winding like a wall, the royal flags began to sway as breezes brushed the stone peeked through windows high and bright and watched the rooftop shining white. A pigeon cooed from up above while clouds drifted soft like a dove. She reached the top with steady grace and gazed across the palace space, the tower trip in perfect place. Old King Cole began to grin as banjo's drums came drifting in. The dancers twirled with tapping feet while music filled the royal suite. The king clapped loud in swirling beat and laughed with joy from royal seat. The fiddlers played in perfect tune as lanterns shimmered near the moon.
This is wonderful.
The hall lit up with cheer so tall, a shining bright and merry call. A banjo night for one and all. Old King Cole began to grin as banjo's drums came drifting in. The dancers twirled with tapping flint while music filled the royal suite. The king clapped loud in swirling beat and laughed with joy from royal seat. The fiddlers played in perfect tune as lanterns shimmered near the moon. The hall lit up with cheer so tall, a shining bright and merry call. A banjo night for one and all. Little Jack Horner in the night found a pie that glowed so bright. Moonbeams shimmered on the crust like silver dust in swirling gust. He reached inside with gentle care to find a treasure glowing there. A tiny star as soft as cream sparkled like a cozy dream. He held it close with happy cheer, a moon pie treasure shining clear, a magic find to keep so near. Little Jack Horner in the night found a pie that glowed so bright. Moonbeams shimmered on the crust like silver dust in swirling gust. He reached inside with gentle care to find a treasure glowing there. A tiny star as soft as cream sparkled like a cozy dream. He held it close with happy cheer, a moon pie treasure shining clear, a magic find to keep so near. Hickory-dickory-dock at dusk glowed with color soft and husk. The twilight wrapped the clock in hue of purple, silver, gold, and blue. A tiny mouse began to run as clock hands fun with fading sun. The ticking echoed through the air with twilight shadows everywhere. The mouse kept running in the light as day slipped gently into night, a twilight chase and fading sight. Hickory-dickory-dock at dusk glowed with color soft and husk. The twilight wrapped the clock in hue of purple, silver, gold, and blue. A tiny mouse began to run as clock hands fun with fading sun. The ticking echoed through the air with twilight shadows everywhere. The mouse kept running in the light as day slipped gently into night, a twilight chase and fading sight. Hickory-dickory-dock at dusk glowed with color soft and husk. The twilight wrapped the clock in hue of purple, silver, gold, and blue. A tiny mouse began to run as clock hands fun with fading sun. The ticking echoed through the air with twilight shadows everywhere. The mouse kept running in the light as day slipped gently into night. A twilight chase and fading sight. London Bridge in golden glow, watch the sunrise start its show. Drums began a gentle beat as sunlight marched across the street. Pigeons fluttered in a line, following the morning shine. Boats below joined in the tune, guided softly by the moon. The bridge lit up in grotto rain, leading dawn's grand parade display. A sunrise marching through the day. London Bridge in golden glow, watch the sunrise start its show. Drums began a gentle beat as sunlight marched across the street. Pigeons fluttered in a line, following the morning shine. Boats below joined in the tune, guided softly by the moon. The bridge lit up in grotto rain, leading dawn's grand parade display. A sunrise marching through the day. Bubbles floated in the sky as the weasel hurried by. Through the carnival so bright,
As the weasel
colors burst in
hurried by.
popping light. He chased bubbles big and
Through the
small,
carnival
leaping high
so
to catch them all. They
bright.
drifted past the game tent flap, till one
Colors
went
burst in
pop
popping light.
upon his cap. He spun around in fizzy fun,
He chased
jumping
bubbles
circles one
big
by
and small.
one. A bubble trip for everyone.
Transcription: leaping high to catch them
Bubbles
all.
floated in the sky as the weasel hurried by. Through the carnival so bright, colors burst in popping light. He chased bubbles big and small, leaping high to catch them all. They drifted past the game tent
Spun
flap,
around in fizzy fun.
till one went pop upon his cap. He spun around in fizzy fun, jumping circles one by one. A bubble trip
Transcription:
for
leaping high
everyone.
to catch them all.
Warm sweet air began to rise, filled with apples by surprise. Bakers shaped the dough with care, cinnamon drifting through the air.
Wow, this is so much
Buns lined
fun.
up in tidy rows, golden crust began to
that.
glow. Steam puffed softly from each one, promising a taste of fun. The bell chimed twice when
Look what
baking's
I
done,
made.
inviting
All by
all to
myself.
come and run. Hot cross buns for everyone. Warm sweet air began to rise, filled with apples by surprise. Bakers shaped the dough with care, cinnamon drifting through the air. Buns lined up in tidy rows, golden crust began to glow. Steam puffed softly from each one, promising a taste of fun. The bell chimed twice when baking's done, inviting all to come and run. Hot cross buns for everyone. This little piggy dashed so fast, past the flags and ribbons cast, to the village fair it flew,
Through the village
cheering
fair
crowds
it
all waving too. This little piggy dashed so fast, past the flags and ribbons cast. Through the village fair it flew, cheering crowds all waving too. It zigged and zagged with tiny feet, dodging treats and bouncing sweets. It raced by games with joyful squeal, rolling carts on wooden wheel. A final sprint across the grass, it claimed a ribbon at the pass. A village dash with class. Simple Simon strolled along to where the meadow felt like song. Styles of fruit in colors bold, and honey jars of glowing gold. He sniffed the breeze for treats to try, as butterflies went fluttering by. A baker waved with pie so warm, fresh from oven's gentle charm. He smiled and filled his little pack with meadow goods all stacked in back. A market trip on nature's track. Simple Simon strolled along to where the meadow felt like song. Styles of fruit in colors bold, and honey jars of glowing gold. He sniffed the breeze for treats to try, as butterflies went fluttering by. A baker waved with pie so warm, fresh from oven's gentle charm. He smiled and filled his little pack with meadow goods all stacked in back. A market trip on nature's track. As starlight sparkled where he passed, the night was bright with silver glow, and candles lined the path below. He lapped above each tiny flame, each jump a part of his swift game. The moon kept watch from up on high, painting gold across the sky. He dashed until the stars grew thin, and let the quiet night begin. Sprint where dreams and jumps were to spy. As starlight sparkled where he passed, the night was bright with silver glow, and candles lined the path below. He lapped above each tiny flame, each jump a part of his swift game. The moon kept watch from up on high, painting gold across the sky. He dashed until the stars grew thin, and let the quiet night begin. A sprint where dreams and jumps were to spy. Little boy blue stepped through the gate to gardens blooming bright and great. He blew his horn in gentle tune that circled round the leafy room. The flowers shook in soft reply as echoes drifted to the sky. A robin perched upon a vine and sang a note to blend with his line. The garden glowed with sound so long as echoes echoed strong and strong. A peaceful blooming echo song. Little boy blue stepped through the gate to gardens blooming bright and great. He blew his horn in gentle tune that circled round the leafy room. The flowers shook in soft reply as echoes echoes drifted to the sky. A robin perched upon a vine and sang a note to blend with his line. The garden glowed with sound so long as echoes echoed strong and strong. A peaceful blooming echo song. Polly set the kettle right by the hearth so warm and bright. Crackling fire hum soft and low, casting gentle amber glow. Steam curled upward slow and sweet, warming hands and warming feet. Teacups waited in a row, ready for the brew to flow. A peaceful hush began to climb as tea poured out in perfect rhyme in cozy heart for tea time. Polly set the kettle right by the hearth so warm and bright. Crackling fire hum soft and low, casting gentle amber glow.
Who wants more tea?
Steam curled upward slow and sweet, warming hands and warming feet. Teacups waited in a row, ready for the brew to flow. A peaceful hush began to climb as tea poured out in perfect rhyme in cozy heart for tea time. Yankee Doodle marched along to a cherry-colored song. Flags of red wave side to side, joining steps in sheafish stride. Drums beat bright in rhythmic sway, celebrating marching day. Airy paths filled with cherry cheer, echoing far for all to hear. The crowd lit up in festive spark, following Doodle through the park. A cherry march from dawn to dark. Yankee Doodle marched along to a cherry-colored song. Flags of red wave side to side, joining steps in sheafish stride. Drums beat bright in rhythmic sway, celebrating marching day. Airy paths filled with cherry cheer, echoing far for all to hear. The crowd lit up in festive spark, following Doodle through the park. A cherry march from dawn to dark. Miss Muffet found a berry patch with sweetest fruit she'd ever catch. Bluebird sang a picnic song, inviting critters all day long. Ladybugs marched 2 by 2, carrying crumbs of morning dew. Leaves became her picnic spread, with juicy berries bright and red. She smiled beneath a shady tree, sharing snacks so happily. A berry feast for all to see. Miss Muffet found a berry patch with sweetest fruit she'd ever catch. Bluebird sang a picnic song, inviting critters all day long. Ladybugs marched 2 by 2, carrying crumbs of morning dew. Leaves became her picnic spread, with juicy berries bright and red. She smiled beneath a shady tree, sharing snacks so happily. A berry feast for all to see. Letting meadow flowers sway, sunlight sparkled on each stem, waking blooms like tiny gems. Butterflies began to twirl, painting dances in a swirl. Soft winds brushed the grasses light, making petals lift in flight. Springtime chimed with gentle chants as meadow fields began to dance. A sunny day in joyful trance. Letting meadow flowers sway, sunlight sparkled on each stem, waking blooms like tiny gems. Butterflies began to twirl, painting dances in a swirl. Soft winds brushed the grasses light, making petals lift in flight. Springtime chimed with gentle chants as meadow fields began to dance. A sunny day in joyful trance. Willie ran with lantern bright through the lanes of silver night. Windows glowed with sleepy gleam, while children drifted into dream. His footsteps tapped a steady beat, echoing down the quiet street. He checked each home with gentle care to see if slumber settled there. The lantern hummed its golden tune, guiding Willie past the moon. A peaceful lantern run soon. Willie ran with lantern bright through the lanes of silver night. Windows glowed with sleepy gleam, while children drifted into dream. His footsteps tapped a steady beat, echoing down the quiet street. He checked each home with gentle care to see if slumber settled there. The lantern hummed its golden tune, guiding Willie past the moon. A peaceful lantern run soon. The cobbler woke at morning's rise, sunlight painting amber skies. Shoes stood waiting row by row, ready for the craft to show. Hammers tapped in rhythmic sound, echoing across the ground. Each stitch glowed bright in sunrise gold, a perfect blend of new and old. He polished shoes with steady hand in the studio, warm and grand. The some eyes cramped, so tired. Dum dum dum, de dum dum dum, dum dum dum, de dum dum dum. The cobbler woke at morning's rise, sunlight painting amber skies. Shoes stood waiting row by row, ready for the craft to show. Hammers tapped in rhythmic sound, echoing across the ground. Each stitch glowed bright in sunrise gold, a perfect blend of new and old. He polished shoes with steady hand in the studio, warm and grand. Some eyes cramped, so tired. Down the forest path they rolled, through the leaves of green and gold. To market, market, off they went, past the pine and forest scent. Birds flew softly overhead, guiding where the pathway led. The wheels hummed low in steady glide along the trees on either side. The forest opened wide and bright, revealing markets full of light. A peaceful forest ride inside. Down the forest path they rode, through the leaves of green and gold. To market, market, breeze the pine and forest sent. Birds flew softly overhead, guiding where the pathway led. The wheels hummed low in steady glide along the trees on either side. The forest open wide and bright, revealing markets full of light. A peaceful forest ride inside. The wheels on the bus rolled up so high, they reached the cloud line in the sky. Buildings shimmered far below as breezy winds began to blow. Clouds drifted past in puffy streams, like floating pillows in their dreams. The city lights began to glow, twinkling softly in a row. The bus rode on with peaceful glide through cloud-lined views on every side. A dreamy cloud-lined city ride. 7 Baba black sheep, silver W. The wheels on the bus rolled up so high, they reached the cloud line in the sky. Buildings shimmered far below as breezy winds began to blow. Clouds drifted past in puffy streams, like floating pillows in their dreams. The city lights began to glow, twinkling softly in a row. The bus rode on with peaceful glide through cloud-lined views on every side. A dreamy cloud-lined city ride. 7 Baba black sheep, silver W. Baba black sheep wandered wide, with silver wool and shining stride. Moonlight brushed each glowing thread, giving shimmer where it spread. Grass bent low beneath the gleam, reflecting light like silver stream. Fireflies circled in delight, dancing softly through the night. The sheep walked on with gentle glow, through silver paths and twilight flow. A wool-lit journey, soft and slow. Baba black sheep wandered wide, with silver wool and shining stride. Moonlight brushed each glowing thread, giving shimmer where it spread. Grass bent low beneath the gleam, reflecting light like silver stream. Fireflies circled in delight, dancing softly through the night. The sheep walked on with gentle glow, through silver paths and twilight flow. A wool-lit journey, soft and slow. The itsy-bitsy spider began to rise up ivy leaves that reached the skies. Each leaf formed rungs of green and bright, glowing softly in the light. The spider climbed with tiny grace up the ivy's woven lace. A gentle breeze began to sway, but ivy held the steady way. The spider reached the top so high, where blossoms open to the sky. And an ivy ladder climb nearby. Row, row, row your boat at night across Moon Bay with silver light. Gentle waves ink and to shine, drawing paths in curving lines. The moon hung low to guide the way, lighting softly over bay. Stars reflected in the tide, glowing trails on every side. The boat moved on in peaceful glows, where moonlit water calmly flows. A dreamy Moon Bay cruise that glows. Row, row, row your boat at night across Moon Bay with silver light. Gentle waves ink and to shine, drawing paths in curving lines. The moon hung low to guide the way, lighting softly over bay. Stars reflected in the tide, glowing trails on every side. The boat moved on in peaceful glows, where moonlit water calmly flows. A dreamy Moon Bay cruise that glows.
Underneath the willow tree,
underneath the willow tree,
children played in
harmony. Seesaw boards rocked up and down, shaking petals to the ground.
seesaw boards rocked up and
Meadow
down.
wind sang soft and light, guiding swings in gentle flight. Grass bent low in joyful
Meadow
cheer,
wind
for every
sang
laugh that
soft
drifted
and
near.
light.
Marjorie Doe enjoyed
Guiding
this